Hi, Kawhi. How are you?
Good.
Raise your hand. Good. Raise your hand, please, if you have questions, and we'll get started with Tomer.
Hey. Kawhi, just what are your early impressions of this team? I mean, I know you guys, this is your first preseason game, but what are you guys looking to get out of these preseason games, especially when it comes to experimenting with different lineups? You guys started Surge today, for example.
Just continuity, really. Looking for team chemistry. Want to make sure everybody knows our plays. With different ball handlers bringing it up, and just really pretty much just playing hard and want to build our habits right now. So, that's what we got to do. It starts here, and we gave a great effort today. We turned the ball over too much, but there's some things to clean up.
You didn't play a lot of minutes, but how did you feel coming out of that? Health-wise.
I felt good. Got out there, got some good pace, running up and down, and I just felt good overall.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Miriam.
Hey, Kawhi. What are your early impressions of Ty now that you've kind of seen him in a game environment?
We didn't get in too much of our practice, but I mean he's been good so far. Detailed, smart. Very informative, and we just building from there. He's doing a great job with guys, and just talking to us, getting our feedback, and everybody is focused and taking the hits on if it's bad or good. That's what type of team mindset you need. When you're getting criticized, you got to keep having your head up and go to the next play and play hard.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Ohm.
Hey, Kawhi, I know in the bubble you guys played with no fans, but I'm wondering what was it like for you today coming to Staples and seeing what it was like in here, almost kind of empty and there was a ton of noise and everything, but what was it like being back at Staples with no fans?
Well, I mean, obviously it was awkward. This building is usually packed, but it's, we knew this coming into this, and we played in the bubble already, and so it wasn't nothing, too different than, the atmosphere pretty much than from here in the bubble. So it was expected.
Thank you. Next, Justin Russo.
Hey, Kawhi, how you doing? It looked like you were actually having some fun out there. On one instance, you ran back on defense when Serge took a three and it was in the air. On another, you motioned to Patrick Beverley just to shoot the three in transition. Was this just a fun night for you? Were you just trying to have like a fun mentality in the game and keep it going that way?
I have fun every game. Every game I play, I love playing basketball. And just trying to help everyone have a positive mindset. Pretty much have fun and play hard. And I got your back, and you guys got my back. That's it, pretty much. But other than it being a preseason game, it was like any other night. I'm out there having fun.
Thank you.
Thanks. Time for one more from Andrew Gray.
Hey, Kawhi. Ty has mentioned several times that he feels like the cohesion with this team will start with you guys being on the floor together more often. Obviously, you and Paul are out there tonight. After 1 week of camp, how do you compare that to last year when you guys weren't really able to link up together for weeks to have that early continuity building?
Obviously, it's a lot different this year. Last year, we built continuity. Us going through a season, going through ups and downs. And, this year, we played in the first preseason game. We didn't play last year in the first preseason game, neither of us. We didn't practice the first practice. So all that is, buying into, a better culture and us just being present, just, seeing us focus in that first practice or, in these games, it just trickles down. And these guys know, it's no playing around.
Thanks,
like-
Kawhi. Hippie, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Raise your hands, please, if you have questions, and we will get started with Cam.
Fee, how's it going?
Doing good.
So how's it feel to get some competition going on instead of battling your teammates tonight?
Feels good. It felt real good to get up and down, play, get some good wind out there, compete, see some old buddies. So it was really good to get out there.
About your teammate, your college teammate, Terrence Mann, tell me about his progression through training camp and kind of what's your vision from him this season?
He's been really good. This training camp, he's really focused on guarding the ball really well, defending pick and roll coverages, pushing the ball, just pushing tempo. And I feel he's done a good job in that training camp. And then today, he did a good job pushing the pace, organizing offense. So I've been really proud of his progression.
Thank you. Next up, we'll go to Miriam.
Hey, Fee, good playing today. You obviously didn't play in the bubble. What was it like to be in an arena without fans in the NBA?
It was definitely a different experience, but the bench did a good job for supplying energy for us. But it was definitely unique. The depth perception is a little bit different. Having no arena, the energy, just having just that vibe of a big time game coming a little bit different. But we still got out there and played the game the same way.
Thank you. Next, Andrew Gray.
Hey, Fee, good to see you. There were a couple times in that fourth quarter where Trez is facing you up on the baseline and Pat Beverly jumps out of his seat and is like barking at you defensive instructions. What was that like, first of all, just to see Trez in a different uniform for the first time? And then what's that like to kind of see that friendly rivalry going between Pat and his now former teammate, Trez?
It was great to see Trez again. It's always good to see an old teammate. He was super helpful for me last year and gave me a lot of great advice and the way he carried himself. He showed me a lot last year, which I appreciate. So I appreciate that. But just to guard him out there, it was challenging. But to have Pat be there, be supportive, give me instructions, that means he cared about my progression, how I guard the ball, and how I play, which I really appreciated. So that level of support is want me to play better. And to go out there and compete and to see Trez and Pat kind of going at it, it was all good fun. So I enjoyed it.
Thanks, Fee.
Thanks. Next up, Justin Russo.
Hey, Fee, this was your first game action about 9 or 10.
Hold on. I think we lost them. Pause that for a second. Sorry, Justin. Hello, how are you? You are actually on mute. Dennis or TZ, do you mind unmuting there for Daniel? Sorry, bear with us for 1 second.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Can you see us?
We can see and hear you.
Okay. Because
All
we can't
good.
see you, but let's roll with it.
Sounds good. We'll go ahead and get started. Justin, we'll let you go for it again.
Thank you. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? First off, welcome to the NBA. This was your first game action in about 9 months, dating all the way back to college. How have you changed physically in terms of getting ready for the NBA, and how do you think that tonight went for you?
Since my last game, through the pre-draft and everything leading up to the draft, worked on a lot on adding a lot of lower body strength and just overall physical strength, to help me compete with these guys in this league. And I thought that was super important. And that's something that I built on, and I'm just going to continue to build on.
Thank you. Next up, we'll go to Cam.
Hey, Daniel. Ty congratulated you on the amount of space you took up down low. Is that what you expected through your workouts and through your training, that's what you would bring to the floor, taking up space down low and getting rebounds and putting up shots?
No, yeah, for sure. You know, that's something I definitely think I can do is taking up space, like you said, rebounding, blocking, getting up for blocking shots, and even on the offensive side, just trying to create room and space for the guys to drive through and stuff like that.
Next, we'll go to Miriam.
Hey, Daniel, congrats on, I guess, your first NBA action.
Thank you.
Right on. Hey, so wondering what you're learning from some of the vets on this team so far, like the Serge Ibakas and those guys. What tips have you picked up?
You know, I'm learning a lot, and those guys are definitely a good group of guys that any rookie would be blessed to have on their team, and they teach me a lot every single day. A lot about defense, speaking up, communicating, and knowing the right coverage, and how to get in position and all those types of stuff. So, every day I learn something new from those guys, and I'm just going to continue to, be a good listener, because it's definitely helping.
David Y, go ahead.
Hey, Daniel. Obviously this is a veteran team, that has championship aspirations and whatnot. But what do you see, in terms of your skill set that perhaps, the team doesn't have, or, what you can bring in order to try and kind of crack that rotation a little bit and get minutes out there on the floor as a rookie?
I definitely think I can, just continuing to run the floor, taking up space on offense and defense, blocking shots and trying to rebound, and doing those little intangible things for sure. And I think just trying to focus on that and just continue to do those things are important.
Thank you. Next up, Farbad.
Hey, Dan, a little bit more of a lighthearted question. We've seen some rookies get like their cars popcorn, and we've seen the Clippers kind of play pranks on some of their rookies. And how has the dynamic been with you and all the players? Is that fun dynamic still there in a COVID type season, or is it much more business?
We got a good group of guys. Like you said, we're a veteran laden team, and the vets on the team are really good. Really cool, and just as a rookie, I just got to continue to do what they ask me to do, and I think I'll be fine.
Thanks, Daniel. That's all the questions we have for you tonight. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks, everybody. That's it for tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.